Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Jeanette. I appreciate you guys for coming by. I have not been feeling so great. This couple of weeks have been really, really sick, actually. It's not just me, it's my whole family. But anyway, today, despite how I sound, I'm actually feeling a little bit better. So I'm going to be talking about some things, and then we'll be pulling some cards. But I have been very active on my Facebook. So for those of you who follow me on Facebook, first of all, thank you. But you'll notice I'm holding back quite a bit of my opinions here. Um, two different platforms, and I can only say what I'm allowed to say. There has been a huge shift. I'll start there. There's a huge shift. I know you can feel the awakening, but I want to hear from you. Like, how awake are you guys out there? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Are you like weirdo conspiracy theorist awake? Are you like looking at both sides awake? Like where are you at? Because there are some things that are happening and there is some truth coming that is really going to reset everything. And what we build from there is really the question. And this is why it's really important to expand out of what we think we know, right? Because that rabbit hole runs very, very deep. And when truth comes out, can we handle the depth of it? Can we handle what we're about to see? I'm thinking 10 years. 10 years. I heard max. 10 years max. And everything's going to be right there. And I want to say 10 years because even though there's been a massive shift and there's a lot happening right now, the fluoride's coming out of the water, the poison is coming out of the food here in America, finally. Um, but the system still exists. The system that was willing to sell out to the big corporations to line their pockets still exists. So there is a battle of resistance. There's a spiritual battle of, um, for lack of a better term, I'll put it good versus evil or whatever, however you want to put it. It's really way more complex than that. And there is actually no such thing because it's more like source battling thyself, coming up with different perspectives. So, and resisting itself in its own growth and expansion. Um, and there's a whole level in the real world that is going to shift so much. The education system is going to shift so much. Um, the pendulum swings. We were way far one way. We're about to go really far another way. Can we stay in the middle? I just want knowledge and truth. I don't know about you guys. I just want to know the truth. So we're going to pull some cards on the shift. We're going to pull some cards on the elevation here. Obviously, Gaia is vibrating very high, and it's part of us being aware. It's part of us growing. And it's almost like growing pains, really, because it hurts. It's never comfortable to grow. Um, there's strain, there's stress, there's pull, there's resistance. The people who have, let's put it this way, the people who have cultivated the system to be corruption itself, um, aren't going to let it go without a fight. I mean, I'm just going to throw some things out here, some key terms. that if you're not aware of some things that have been happening, go look into Weinstein, Epstein, Diddy. Look into adrenochrome. Look into how the education system here in America was built and birthed. Look into the chemicals in your food. What does fluoride do to your pineal gland? It blocks your third eye. They're taking this out of the water, finally. But we swing from one side to the other so quick. Almost too quick. What gives? Why all of a sudden is there peace? Everybody's willing to work with the US. It's almost like the previous administration perpetuated something behind the scenes. It's almost like when they come in as a politician with $100,000 salary, somehow they leave as a millionaire. That's weird. I digress. I digress. I am here just trying to find the words to not get myself canceled, but to spread knowledge and awareness. It's also not my job to spread propaganda or force you guys to believe what I choose to believe. But how far down the rabbit hole have you gone? Because I've gone pretty deep. Gone pretty deep, you guys. And it's very disappointing. And we're shifting. We're taking our power back. Let's see what the cards say about that, about the grand shift, about the awakening. We're all opening up, but there's resistance and there's catalyst points along the way. There's change agents. There's things that occur. It's never this smooth. So let's see what happens and what timeline we're sitting on, according to tarot, according to spirit. All right, guys, I'm going to shift the angle so you can see the cards. Oh, I'm just working on the bed today. I don't want to be over there. I got a funky glare going on my desk. I'm not happy about it. So I'm not even messing with that nonsense right now. I'm just going to pull some cards here, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Thank you. All right, thank you so much for joining me for the second part of the video, y'all. I wasn't even going to use this deck, but it just was calling and calling and calling to me. So let me give her a cleanse. Got my incense over here. Messages, please, spirits, angels, guides. Yeah, I kept seeing the pictures. So let's see what messages she wants to convey here. About this massive shift, this shift that is occurring in the planet, in the consciousness. What does this mean for us in our future? They are honest messages, pure, honest messages, spirits, angels, guides. Every one of these. All right, that's too many, but I have to note battle and journey. The sandwich, the two sides. What's in the middle? We're trying to meet in the middle. Interesting. Thank you, Spirit. The meat of the matter. Okay. With the journey. It's a battle. Battle's in reverse, though. It'd be a good sign. What do we have? These spirits, angels, guides. What messages would you like to convey to us? We have strength. Yes. Solitude. Interesting. Talent. At the bottom of the deck. I'm getting like great fortitude. Great fortitude, great vitality, great staying power. I'm getting something about being strong for the long haul, for the journey, right? Thank you, Spirit, for the long haul. It is a talent, yeah. Thank you, Spirit, for highlighting that. It is a talent for some to be strong of character, strong of morality, strong of vitality and fortitude, going forward regardless, no matter what. The pendulum will swing, the tide will turn, the world will keep going no matter what. Now, solitude does have to do with thinking, being alone, being unpersuaded because we're in meditation. We're deep in thought. We're deep in silence. There's a calm here with the solitude card. But there's also a push through. So it does feel like for the long haul, we stay strong so that we can preserve something. The peace, the calm. Thank you, Spirit. It's about the journey as a collective. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot. Fair gray-haired woman wanted to come out, so feminine energy here showing up. Interesting, as I say that, the lady. Now, I also wanted to say older feminine energy here with the lady, more of a middle-aged, but there's wisdom. There's wisdom. Am I taking these? That's a lot. Let's note them. I'd like them to come out. For some reason, I really want things to come out very precise. I want cards to pop one or two at a time. There's something here that's gatekeeping. There's gatekeeping going on. There's restriction. Yeah, there's restriction. There's gatekeeping. There's a certain things are going in a certain direction for a certain reason. Thank you, Spirit. We have clarity. We have sexual attraction in reverse. We have surprise in reverse. Fair gray-haired man. So both feminine and masculine energy here showing up. Wisdom being very clear in the older ages. Surprise in reverse and sexual retraction in reverse. It feels like it's no surprise that some people in the collective are, oh, I got to use my words wisely. There's profanity that exists out there in the world. Let's put it that way. Whew. I didn't like the way that felt. We're going to shuffle that out. Oh. Are we ever going to get to a time when it doesn't exist? Are we ever going to be able to push through to a time when ladies are ladies and men are men and people are calm and we fight for good and just and peaceful things? If we have to fight at all, when we fight, it's not really a fight. It's more just invoking wisdom. Everything falls from there, it feels like it snowballs into a new era from there. Falls makes it sound like a bad thing. Not necessarily. Although the pendulum swings and it can go both ways. Weird. Okay. This is about pushing through as a collective. Justice in reverse. I can't help but notice. God, oh, that hurts. 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 Oh, I'm going to try to unbiasedly deliver these messages. Happiness in reverse. But you see the children. Again, I don't know how awakened you are to what has been happening in the mainstream media, collapse of Hollywood, things that are going on. Children here. We have abundance in reverse. Why? Because all the world's abundance potentially is being gatekept, led in a certain way. Truth is going to be revealed. Here it's in reverse. Something in this doesn't look at its own reflection, like it doesn't take accountability. People don't take accountability. Truth is also scary. This feels so sad. This feels so sad and scary. For some reason, I want to leave those out. I'm going to leave them out. That was probably the block that I put back the first time, but we're having them come out slowly. I need this to trickle, the information to trickle in slowly. It's overwhelming people's system. Too much truth has people shying away from it. It's scary. Justice here in reverse with ending in the reverse. If we think they're going to give up their power, if we think they're going to cower away, shy away, stop their evil plans, you feel me? Like world domination shit, just because we found them out. I don't think so. I don't think so. Some people are not very spiritually attuned. We have spiritual and we have deception. So the deception that's been occurring sure looks like a masquerade, doesn't it? Sure looks like a party, looks like a lot of masks being worn, a facade here. Truth in reverse, there is a lot of facades, there's a lot of manipulation here. We as a collective want the abundance to go. We want the abundance to go for everybody. We want justice to be had. But we have to use our wisdom and discernment to push through here. We're not going to be happy with what we find. Scandal in reverse wanted to come out. They will stop at nothing to keep scandals hidden. People who are in charge now will stop at nothing to keep and hold power and abundance for themselves. That is literally what it's coming out of. And I'm really trying hard not to I'm really trying hard not to put or impress any of my personal opinions upon this read, but Jesus Christ, fame in reverse, y'all. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna read these guys, and then we are moving on to the tarot. We have destruction here in reverse and growth in reverse. Aha! Some people were never meant to wake up. To grow out of one's, I almost wanted to say one's own roots. That's interesting. But to grow out of what one is rooted to would be destruction on a very deep level, like a heartfelt level. Like this hurts, right? Truth hurts. It destroys the self. It destroys the soul a little bit, like on a feelings level. Not it's all metaphorical. Obviously, this isn't your physical soul, right? You can't say the soul is really that physical. Anyway, there's some destruction within. Put it that way. To face the truth. But also, some people aren't meant to grow, and they won't grow. Justice system in reverse is very much coming up. Ill justices, things not aligning, obviously off balance. Things have been off balance for a long time. Ending in reverse, we have a resistance. Someone resists the ending. Did I even go there? Hold on. I was going to say I'm being very drawn to the lady here and also being brought back to that deception, masquerading, wearing a mask sort of energy. Okay. Perhaps wisdom is being eluded or being covered. The eyes are being covered from the truth because maybe maybe for some the souls are not ready to evolve, right? Or we're trying to avoid the destruction of self. We have to break down the old ways, the old programming, the old thought bases before we can grow out of these things, right? I feel someone may be shying away from destruction, shying away from their inner strength and wisdom. That could be an individual or collective level. You take these messages as they resonate. Okay, I don't know what card that is. Let's see. 10 of Pentacles reversed. I heard tarnished names. Tarnished names, tarnished legacies potentially here. There's a lack in the collective, and we felt it for a really long time, of abundance of resources. And if you haven't been feeling that, I do have to say, wow, you've done really, really well for yourself. If you haven't felt a pinch And that's beautiful. Bravo. I mean, literally, I say that with every ounce of love for you and happiness for you guys. That's amazing. Some of us we've had a very, very, very hard 4 years, um, in terms of finances and resources. Every penny is being stretched. But there's a change happening here in the collective where abundance can be given. There's a lot of individual growth that has to happen, a lot of acceptance that has to happen. Black and white. I'm being very drawn to the black and white uh, aspect. The pendulum swinging, right, as we were talking about, the one side or the other, the masculine or the feminine. There's a polarizing that's always occurred on this planet. What we're aiming for is balance, and it takes a lot of strength to face the truth especially when the truth is painful. Something is eluding us vibrationally in our physical world. Could be very directly individual based to add vibration to the collective. You feel me? Hold on one second. Okay. Let's get one more. Can I get messages, please, spirits, angels, guides? Get further information. Information indeed. I heard information indeed. Ah, strength card. 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the 8, with the page under that. Page of Cups. There's a lot here. We have to push past some deep inner child wounding, some deep inner feelings, some programming, some beliefs. We have strength. Double time, baby. It's about intuition. It's about knowledge. It's about acceptance. It's about pushing through, not giving up, fighting temptation, staying true to oneself, one's morals, one's values. Thank you, Spirit. In lieu of fame, in lieu of offerings of money, we have dark-haired women. That comes off kind of sexy. Um, we did see that sexual attraction in reverse. This has like a feeling right now of not aging, always being considered beautiful, young, vibrant, abundant. There's some things here that I can't say that are coming to me. But if you've been following some things that I've been talking about here, especially in the beginning of the video, you would absolutely see why these cards are coming out and what the hell I actually think of this. Okay, okay. But censorship, YouTube, despite our First Amendment. That's okay. We have 6 of Cups. Children, memories, nostalgia. I heard the way it's always been. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles, feminine energy showing up here. This is the queens are very inner. I'm being very drawn to the inner confidence of the Queen of Pentacles. She has an abundance to give. She lacks no resource. She works hard. She's very dependable, reliable. She builds a home, a family. She builds legacy. She gives value to things. She gives value to self. It's a self-worth energy, I want to say as well. But intuitively, Queen of Pentacles holds the resources, yeah? And she gives the resources, yeah? But do you see how the strength is turning away from the viable resource that the Queen is trying to offer? We have the Lady. We also have full moon in Taurus here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy in this Queen, and Leo in the Strength card. Sorry, I don't think I said that before. Let me turn on another light. I feel like I'm talking too long and it just got started. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles builds a home. She works very hard. This is a provider energy, but I feel the inner. I also feel the resistance, the looking away from something shiny that's being provided. It could go somewhere, but where, right? It feels like there's a turning away, like we're supposed to turn away some sort of false resource and look for the truth, to find the true resource, the true growth. Where things have not aligned, where maybe the past repeats itself. The Sun card, Leo energy, coming in hot. The Sun card is acknowledgement, illuminations, truth coming to light. This is also very vibrant. It's childlike, it's happiness and joy. Leo also likes attention, likes, and Taurus likes the finer things in life. There's something here about somebody's, and it could be, the stuff, right, happening, somebody's fame gone to their head. You feel me? We need to become aware of some things as a collective here. Tell me more about the vibrational shift. Seven of Cups here. There's still a massive amount of confusion here on the planet. It takes strength, vitality, fortitude to push through to seek truth. This is in lieu of illusion, in lieu of fantasy, in lieu of options they're not viable. It feels like somebody is trying to persuade us away with shiny fake things, to deter us from finding the truth in the first place, right? To keep us stuck ultimately. It's about freedom. I heard freedom of heart as I looked at the Knight of Pentacles here, or sorry, Knight of Cups. Interesting. Pentacles. Patience. We need to be patient as this all unfolds. But with the Knight, this is messages. There's love here. There's something genuine. The genuine love is coming back into the collective, pushing out this old vibration of stagnancy, of like we're not going to change with ending and growth in reverse. We're going to rig a system. We're going to cause destruction under the table. We're not going to eat our just desserts. We're not going to be here for the consequences. Somebody wants to dip out on consequences, right? We know. Um, but there's also something about offering us something up that's just all fantasy, to deter us away from wanting to discover truth. Again, the truth is scary and it's not fun and not pleasant, and it brings sadness. Being aware in this situation, what is happening currently right now, brings sadness, but it is an ebb and a flow. This will also cause some to break down, retreat within to wheedle out personal confusion, or it may just bring on more confusion. We do have the 10 of Cups that wanted to come out for a second there with the 9 of Pentacles reversed. There's a confidence here in what you're finding out and what we're finding out. Finding out. You see, I knew it too. Let me see if I can fix this. This shifting here. Okay. Page of Swords, the student, the things we are learning. I'm going to stop there after this, babies. Temperance in reverse. Sagittarian energy. Queen of Cups in reverse. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, and that Knight of Cups. Yes, Knight of Cups is here to bring truth. He's here to align the collective. He's here to bring love in to tender feelings. There's tender feelings. He's here to, we need to gain balance of tender feelings. Thank you. And he's a messenger. There is like a silver lining here. There's love. There's a vibrational shift that is occurring. And it could be within each individual, then collective, right? Obviously. Definitely possibility, one way to read this. But there's a lot of unsettling energies with what we are finding. There's a lot of unsettling energies. This is going to require a massive amount of healing. We've been duped. We've been lied to. It's going to hurt. Truth is going to hurt here. And it's going to take time to accept some things. It's going to get worse before it gets better. We're asking, where's it going to lead? Well, where is it going to lead? How many of us are going to have the strength, the fortitude, and the vitality to push through to find the actual truth? Because it means a lot that we go there. Like it means a lot. You know, there's a lot of feminine energy on the table, and it's almost like value over resource, value of resource over feelings. Like, I don't care what I got to do to keep my coin, get my coin. That's very 3D. It's very low vibrational. It's very confusing. It leaves us in confusion. Um, and then it leaves us always chasing the coin, chasing the coin. Who's going to give me the coin? Give me the coin. I need the coin. Um, it's all very down here. I don't know how else to put it. And if you come up here into a bigger perspective, you find the actual expansive truth. You find the silver lining, the middle ground. Thank you, Spirit. You find the middle ground between the two sides. Collectively, we are not there yet, and we're not going to be for a little while. It's going to take a massive amount of burying of egos, of facing hurt feelings, of choosing the heart over the coin. Choosing the spiritual, choosing the truth over what the physical world tells you you need, learning here, actively seeking knowledge. Let's get one more very clearly here, Spirit. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It comes in waves. Not going to give up without a fight. Oh, jeez, that's a lot. Dang it, Spirit. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All the world's resources. I just heard all the world's resources. I'm just going to say it. We have lovers, Gemini energy, a massive alignment, spiritual alignment, alignment of two halves, of two possibilities, coming and meeting in the middle. That is what this is going to take. There's also going to be, why do I want to say some sort of like persecution? Yeah. I don't want to say whether I believe that should be or not, right? Obviously, justice should be justice, in my opinion. Um, but there's something about taking it too far that we have to be aware of. We have the Two of Pentacles. It's very, very important that we stay in the middle, meet in the middle of two incredibly polarizing ideas, two incredibly polarizing truths in the physical world. There is one side that is trying to sway us away from truth because it benefits their coin and they can keep us distracted very easily, falling us out of alignment with some definite mission and ending that needs to take place, but it's going to be painful extraction, I want to say. Four of Cups. That's where we will stop. Here, in reverse. It's a lot of emotions here. Four of Cups in reverse would speak to picking a side, picking an option, but here also coming back into awareness that something was being offered here by the universe. We didn't want to take it at first. We didn't want to accept something at first. And I feel like it's because it hurts. It's tender. It triggers old woundings, old traumas, old feelings, potentially from childhood. There's something here we really need to push through as a collective. There's also some things that we are going to inevitably notice. There's going to be like this reconnection to one's emotions, realignment of one's emotions, reconnection to the truth. Thank you, Spirit. We've got these polarizing energies of feelings, right? How we feel versus what's tangible, right? So this has a very much a feeling of tender feelings create outcomes that aren't really based in reality. Or reality runs the way it runs, and yet we are still tender-hearted over the transition of something. But we need to come back into an alignment here. There's a bigger picture. It's for the greater good. Something we need to push through. What does it look like on the other side? I'm really being drawn to these cards. What does it look like on the other side? Can we get to 5D? Like, really? Can we really get there, though? Because 5D would mean none of this crap. 5D would be, oh man, even if you and I had difference of opinions, we would never argue. Like, there's no arguing. There's really no reason to debate. We just talk. I see where you stand, you see where I stand. I validate you, you validate me. I get you, boo boo, you get me. There's just peace. It's just fucking peace. So why doesn't one side of the world want peace? And I feel that's the knowledge and the questions and the things that we really have to look at ourselves, what we've believed for so long. We have to look at the truth. We have to look at the truth in order to grow. Where there has been injustices, where there has been misalignments, where there has been emotional manipulation, uh, mind control of one's heart feelings, where there's been a toppling of the scales from one side to the other, right? Where things are misaligned, we will see they will align again. This is also very two sides of the coin, two sides of the same freaking coin. And I feel like there's a lot that we need to notice about that. Okay, guys. All right. I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I went forever, so we're gonna stop here. And yeah, we're gonna start with the sign readings here coming up later in the week. If you're new here, please subscribe if you vibe, you guys. I appreciate all your support. And as always, until I see you guys next time, peace, love, and light to you. Mwah. Always.